Packing is easier than people think. My name's Gary Dean, your Blue Hat Bucket List traveler. Did 34 cruises around the world, saw the world by cruise ship in 43 months. Drove all 48 states and 10 provinces in that same 43 months. So did a lot of travel. Got it all done before I reached age 60, so I was happy with that. So, packing. And when you first start, you overpack, that's for sure. I don't meet anybody that doesn't. You always, I need this, I need that, I gotta have that, what about that, da-da-da. And if you're on the Facebook group or Cruise Critic or any of those things, or any other travel, I'm going to Mexico, what should I pack? Some Mexico resort blog or, group or whatever, any group. What should I pack? What should I pack? What do you suggest I pack? It's like the number one question. And it's tiring, really. I hope I never posted that. You can look back. If you see me on there, I need a slap. That's just such a crazy question. I mean, come on, what do you pack? And this is how you figure that out. If you travel a lot like I do, I run into guys literally, and I'm a guy, so I'm hanging out with guys. There's ladies doing it too. I'm sure I don't usually end up talking to many because I had a girlfriend for 18 years. There's reasons why that I'm not chatting up the ladies. Anyways, the guy's got a knapsack. Duffel bag. And the guys tell me, when you get it down to this, then you figured it out. My shaving kit wouldn't even fit in that. So, I really don't know how, but here's how they do it. And this is, what do you pack? Okay, here we go. Shirt and pants, a hoodie, a jacket. If you're going really cold, then you need a toque and mitt and gloves. You need a couple pair of shoes. Always bring two. You don't want to, if you're on a cruise ship, you don't want to be, your shoe breaks apart, which can happen easily nowadays. They don't make them like they used to. It's nice to have a backup pair, And then shirts and pants, have 2 or 3 of each is what they do, and then they wash them at night and they hang them in the shower in the cruise ship, and that's what they do. And that's and a plastic poncho. Okay, that's literally all you need. Undergarments, 3 sets again and 3 sets of socks. That's how they roll. And now, if you are like me, I got these kind of shirts with sleeves. I got the muscle shirts for when it's, on this cruise here, I'm in Cape Town, it's around 65, 70 degrees, so t-shirt's good. But as we get up through West Africa, we're going to get into the 90s, 95s, 100s. The muscle shirt going to come in handy, right? So I got these kind of shirts, I got the muscle shirts, I got the hoodie, got the jacket, 2 pairs of shoes, undergarments. I'm allowed a big suitcase, so I got the big suitcase, and I pack enough for 9 days. I get free laundry every 7, so it gives me a couple days leeway on the laundry. And I bring a lot of shaving kit stuff because I can. Those guys, I guess they got an electric razor or whatnot. I don't know, but I mean, I got the shaving kit, and I still use the razors and whatnot. And so I don't know that part, how they managed to figure that all out. I'm trying to think what else I bring. I pack protein powder, things like that. Vitamins. I try to get some health stuff figured out for my travel. I even bring some of my own coffee. If I get tired of what's going on, I can, use my instant coffees, the brand I prefer, which, Starbucks works. They got the instant, ones, delicious. I pack a power bank. It's always a good thing to have. A selfie stick, good thing to have. I'm still working, so I got my laptop. I've did one trip to Bangkok, and I was just going for 3 days to do a river cruise. And that's the first time in 18 years I didn't bring a laptop. First time. So I'm always working. I still work. It may look like I've lived this life of leisure, but that is the illusion. I packed the laptop because I have to work a little bit every day. I got employees help run my business, and they're great. 2 of my sisters work for me, and they're fabulous. The one sister been with me for the whole run of the company, 18 years, and the other one come and go. But she's, back again now for, 3 or 4 years. And, they help me a lot. But yeah, I got some email crisis thing, and, and always they need codes or, there's always stuff. There's a reason for the laptop always. I just cannot be without it. There's only so much you can do on your phone, as much as I wish. I always bring an iPad. I like to watch, if I get time, I watch YouTube or I watch Netflix, downtime stuff. I pack extra cables for all my gadgets, phone charging cords, that kind of stuff, earbuds. Got a couple always sets of those because things break. Trying to think what else I pack. My knapsack, you got to have the knapsack for the excursions. And in that knapsack, I got my weather ponchos. I pack set of pajamas and some slippers for when I'm in the hotels, pre and post cruise and that. Sometimes I've been in hotels where they don't even let you set the temperature. And I don't know if they say it's to save energy, but it seems a little crazy. I was in Spain in Barcelona, I guess. If I had to guess, I would guess Barcelona, catching a cruise ship. And I literally had to, you couldn't do any of the heat or cool yourself. I'd have to phone down. They had it actually colder than I like it. I live in Thailand. I live where it's 9, and before that I lived in the Philippines for 18 years. I live where it's 90 degrees. I'm kind of used to some heat, right? Yeah, and they had this room at, maybe, I'm used to 85, 90 degrees. They had this room at like 70 or 65 even, or 68. It was cold. I'd be phoning down, be like, can you give me 3 more degrees? And then phone down, 3 more maybe. That was crazy. So yeah, anyways, pajamas and slippers, I pack a set of that. Sometimes even on the cruise ship, if I'm in my cabin, I wear that. Again, save some laundry. You only got so much clothes to wear. Looking at my bag, what else I pack? My shaving kit's got, the extra. I always bring extra toothpaste and soaps, shower soap even, A lot of the places now, you would expect them to have it, but you get to the room, you get off the plane after flying for 20 hours through airports and everything. You get to your hotel, you can't wait to have a hot shower. You get in there and there's no soap, no shower soap. The shampoo everything's empty. The last guy left, filled all his containers, saved himself $8, pumped for half an hour. Just crazy crap. I've probably done that in my days too. A lot of times because I feel they owe me because I got to use my own stuff sometimes. But anyways, yeah. So I'm packing, some of that's the necessities. I call that stuff. I used to pack a lot of books to read and stuff, and those days are gone now. It's all on a Kindle, so that saves me a lot of weight and a lot of time. I'm gonna look around here, think what else I pack. I pack a couple pairs of jeans. Don't wear much, mostly I try to cruise where it's warm, so I'm in my shorts and t-shirts and everything, but I got them. If I go, to eat at the, fancy, I get a couple free fancy dinings from NCL because I'm Diamond. I don't usually go, but if I end up running into somebody that wants to go or they're going, then I go. Then I need to wear jeans in those places. If I'm traveling celebrity, now this is different packing, okay? If you're gonna start doing the fancier cruise lines and or even on NCL now, they're starting to do more and more of the dress up night, and that's great if you're a couple. You're there with your partner and you want to do some glam shots and that stuff, then yeah, you got to pack that stuff, right? And that can literally be another suitcase. For me, when I was traveling with Pink Hat on Celebrity, they had chic night, chic night. So dress shoes, dress pants, dress shirts, a couple of each, dress belt. Anyways, it adds a lot of weight and a lot of packing. But the photos and going to the captain's dinner or going to the rewards night, the loyalty nights, dressed up is pretty nice too, right? I did a Valentine's cruise through Singapore through India with Pink Hat, and so Valentine's we were definitely all dressed up and ready to do that. So that's definitely going to be more packing. I think that's about it. Oh, okay. One thing, never forget your own water bottle for excursions, for on the ship. It's great to have ice water in your room. Get a good one. I got the one now. It's good for 24 hours, keeps water cold. So, big, get a 32 ounce or bigger. Definitely helps, just always great to have it in the room and just to have water around for making my smoothies or just stay hydrated. Number one goal when you're traveling and it's hot. So yeah, pack that water bottle. I used to pack two even. I would even pack a coffee thermos. And I did order a new one for this trip and Amazon let me down. Yeah, it's supposed to come within a day and 6 days later they were still trying to figure it out, wouldn't let me cancel the order. So shame on you, Amazon. So I got here without one. That's okay. So I'm here, 22-day cruise, this one, Cape Town to London on NCL. So I'm going to be beautiful, but yeah, long time without my coffee thermos, Amazon. Not happy. Oh, and a little update from my life. United Airlines flying out of New Jersey. I was in Zone 5, stupidly. And by the time I got to get on the plane, they said there was no room for the overhead bins were full. They needed to take my carry-on. And I said, I don't like that, but I surrendered it. And sure enough, they broke the handle on it. So there you go. So I had to work hour and a half putting in a claim for that. They're going to decide if they want to repair it or give me another one or do whatever. And, they can figure it out. Right now, I've got a busted carry-on. I'm not happy about it. But all my trips around the world, I've only lost one carry-on. Again, they took it because they were too full, and now they broke this one. So I've had a few wheels break on the big ones, and that I'm probably on my fourth big suitcase, but that's all good. I guess the last tip I'll give you on this for packing is, let's start with the luggage. You're only allowed so many kilos of weight, so the lighter your suitcase, the better. So I buy soft shell for the reason that it is lighter, and also you can make it bulge. You can, it can be bigger. When it's hard case, the hard case isn't gonna, if it flexes, it'll break. And I find the hard shell ones, they did get broken just from, being tossed by the airplane handlers, luggage handlers at the airports and, on the airplanes and everywhere else, busted. So I got all soft shells now and I love it. So that would be my other tip. Get soft shell luggage, save on the weight and save on the breakage. And even spend a few extra bucks. And I got Swiss gear. I prefer it. I've not had any problems with the wheels or anything. It definitely stands up to more abuse than I tried Amazon basic stuff, save a few bucks, and just didn't work out. So I would spend the money and get the Swiss gear ones. Cheers.